recording. It's recording here. Hey, hey, hey. I'm not worth a penny anymore. So, a couple of days ago, I've recorded some vocals on this new song I'm working on. And at the time, they sounded pretty okay to me. But now listening back to them, both on the headphones and the speakers, I realized that they're quite flat. Especially all the long notes and the first notes of each phrase with the wide vowel ah. It's almost okay, but it's not entirely there yet. It's almost like I just need to tweak it a little bit, and I could, but I've given myself a constraint or a challenge for this song not to use pitch correction software, which makes things difficult because sometimes you only need to adjust one note or so because the rest of the take is fine. But I wanted to use just my voice and capture it as naturally as I can. But I don't want to record something that is not good. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do this. Maybe let's first check how out of tune I am. Worth a penny anymore. So literally every single note is flat. So I have to redo them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick warm-up for my vocal, and then I will try to record it and see if it works better this time. So a quick Reddit search told me to potentially, the problem might be that I'm not maintaining, I'm trying to maintain the same space in my throat for the open vowel, like ah, so I need to try it like as if I were to speak it. And then try to aim that same positioning, same placement. When I'm singing it, essentially. So I'm gonna practice just doing that, I guess. Ah, 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 ah. I could just go the easy way and just correct all of the notes, but it's a principle that I have that I don't want to break. Oh, I'm not as flat as it will get. Wow. Okay. I need to spend more time on doing this. Yeah, we'll have to practice this. So evidently I wasn't able to record the vocals, or at least have a satisfactory take on the day. And so I spent a good month, maybe even 5 weeks, practicing recording the vocals. And this was actually one of the more consistent periods of my vocal practice, which allowed me to strengthen my voice. And yes, there were some results. I saw some improvements in my vocal placement and the pitching as a result. However, they were not necessarily satisfactory, and they were too inconsistent for me to sort of rely when it came to recording them. And to put it simply, I wasn't satisfied with the pitching situation in the end, which was rather frustrating. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, you coming? Come. So I spent a good month practicing and recording the vocals and keep getting new takes and deleting, and I don't know. I've done quite a few takes in this month, and I was really committed to basically getting those vocal takes right. But eventually I realized that this is going to be a problem that I need to work on much longer term, and I didn't want to delay the release of the song while it's still relatively fresh. So I'm going to admit I did correct some of the vocals.
Principle that I have that
I did correct some of the pitchy bits. It did improve. The vocals did improve. But they are not as raw as I wanted them to. And this is just something I have to accept, not being a singer primarily. And that's just not the reality. I still don't necessarily think it's cheating or so to speak. Some people will argue that by adding Melodyne you lose a bit of that rawness and realism and pureness. But for me it was purely corrective in a sense that I'm not a professional singer, and even listening back to the unprocessed or unpitched vocal, it wasn't bad, but it was kind of I could hear that it was off, and it didn't feel like it was fitting with the song. So I guess the lesson is that you use the tools of that nature sparingly and don't over rely on them, I guess. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and by the way, the song is called Penny and it's already out, so if you want to check it out, feel free to. See ya.